How are you, students? Welcome to our today's lesson, and we are going to look at poetry. This is lesson 17, and we're going to carry on from where we stopped previously in our last poetry lesson. That was lesson number 16, where we looked on how are we supposed to respond correctly to questions in poetry. Previously, we looked about the word to stress, and we said that we're supposed to stress words that are nouns, words that are pronouns, and those words which are verbs. Then again, we looked on saying, how would you say a certain line, or the facial expression or the gestures that we are supposed to use. And remember, in one of the poems, we had lying down and so on. Now, we are still proceeding with that on how to respond to these questions in poetry. I'm still Mr. Ndegwa, so welcome to this 17th lesson, and let's enjoy it. Now, today, we are going to look at other parts, still on how we can respond to questions, and we are going to look at facial expression. Remember, most of the time when we speak or communicate, our body language speaks more than the words. Someone might be saying, I don't want to go, but the legs are moving. Simply, what's this person telling you? I am ready to go, so let's go. Now, the body is saying what the word or what the verbal part of communication is saying, and what the non-verbal part of communication is saying. They are two different things. So our face communicates a lot. And by simply observing, you can really understand what the other person is all about. If someone is happy, you will know by their face. If they are angry, you will know. If they are sad, you will still know by the facial expression. So what is this facial expression? So this is the appearance of the face as you read through a line or words of a poem. This will depend with the context of the line and the choice of words used by the poet. Facial expression is integral when expressing emotions through the face. Okay? And these combinations of eyes, we have the eyebrows, okay? We got the lips, and we got the nose, and also the cheeks movements. Now, they help to form different moods of an individual. E.g., or example, when someone is happy, or when someone is sad, or even angry, upset, dissatisfied, disappointed, and so on and so forth. You've seen these people, they like how they make the face, and then a certain look, yeah? And after getting that look, you'll know, come on, there is no respect, right? So our facial expressions are very, very important in communication. And still, you are performing a poem. And there, as you perform a poem, there is a part of a line that probably you need to use the facial expression. Now, let's look at some of the examples of the facial expressions that one wear on different situations. Like when you use a happy face, right? Or smiling in a happy or funny situation. So a happy face will show happiness. You're smiling, there's happiness in that environment, okay? And also maybe if a situation is funny, there we are, we smile. Remember previously we looked at the different types of smiles, yeah? There is the smile to mock again, so we're not referring to that, the mockery smile, or a laughter that is there to cause harm to the other person, isn't it? So, but now in this case we are talking about a happy face, you're smiling, you're okay, you're satisfied, you're entertained, and so on. And then if a situation is sad, if the situation is sad, then again we wear a sad face. So by doing so, you communicate your emotions, how you are feeling with it. And that's why when someone is sad, and they tell, come on, yeah, don't mind about this is just going to pass for a short period of time, then you'll be fine. Yeah, they just smile, okay, then get back. Because That's how they feel within themselves. Then, confused facial appearance in case of dilemma or a confusing situation, right? You're like, so you are in a dilemma. So you have probably to make a certain choice. You are confused on what to do in that case. Again, shameful facial expression. So sudden look in case of a weird situation. Yeah, you caught doing a mistake that you are denied, and there you are caught red-handed. So you feel like, oh, how can I disappear from this situation? But that won't happen. You will still have to wear that now, shameful facial expression. Then we have a surprised look. Widened eyes, right? Gaping mouth in case of a surprising insult. There you are. So you are surprised probably what you see, isn't it? Now, as you recite this poem, then there you are. The line you are reading expresses something to do with the surprise. There you are. Okay? Then focused and concentrated expression. So I fixed on something and less blinking. So much focus. Keen attention on something. Right? Then we have raised eyebrows, okay. Have open eyelids, not fully open, but have open eyelids in case of tired, exhausted. There you are, and you are really tired of something. Then there are those looks fixed on someone for maybe love and so on, specifically fixed on a person. Those are the eyes. Then squeezed face or shrinking face. Closed mouth in case of anger and stress. There you are. Sometimes you bite the teeth to each other seriously, and fine. You become less in your communication. You use very few words, a yes or a no response to kill any conversation that's getting to you. Widened eyes, you can have that, or mouth open, increase. Breathing rate in case of fear or anxiety. Then the rate of breathing. There you are. But again, the eyes are wide open. Okay, that is a facial expression, probably expressing anxiety or in case of fear. Then frowning, withdrawn look in case of sad situation. Oh, come on, you're not happy about what is happening. So that's all about facial expression. Remember, it's very, very important to wear the correct facial expression depending on the message being passed. If this is the message you are passing, then there must be the correct face that is worn at that particular time to express a certain feeling or communicate a certain line in a poem, or maybe a whole stanza in a poem. Then we've got the next part we're going to look at. We're going to look at intonation. And we looked at this when we are looking at grammar. Remember, we said we have various types of intonation. We have rising intonation, also we have falling intonation. And this simply involves the pitch. What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? You fall at the end. It's a WH word. What is your name? Are you the one I was talking to? Are you the one I was talking to? At the end, you rise. So it's the pitch, where you can either fall or rise. Sometimes you also have fall and rise, or rise and fall, depending. But now, in poetry, we need to know how are we supposed to use it, or which parts of a poem we will use this intonation, either the falling or the rising intonation. So intonation simply, it involves change in pitch, voice, from rising to falling, or from high voice to a low voice, or the other way around. So it can either be of the two. And now, either rising intonation or falling intonation. So intonation involves pitch, and that is the rising or falling of voice that makes the words we utter high or low. What is in your bag? What is in your bag? Did he talk to you yesterday? Look at the end of those lines. We have the falling, and then we have the rising. Now, in poetry, or when it comes to poetry, intonation is used pragmatically for emphasis, to convey surprises or irony. Remember, irony is when you mean the opposite of what you say, or you do the opposite of what is expected. A police officer is supposed to arrest criminals, but if the police officer is involved in crime, that's irony. Situational irony. We also have dramatic irony and so on. So irony, or even verbal irony, where you say, yeah, in the morning you look so beautiful and someone has not even washed their face. It's ironic on what you're saying. So to pose a question for expressing emotions and attitudes and stressing content words in a line. Remember, content words, those are the ones which carry meaning in a poem. So in a normal conversation, the pitch is usually at the middle or high. Low pitch occurs at the end of utterances, apart from a yes or a no question. Very strong pitch is for strong emotions or for emphasis. Third question, with declarative statement, will use a falling intonation since they does not actually intend to have a yes or a no question. So we are going to take a short break. We meet in the next part of our clip and we start looking at the falling intonation. Let's meet again.